Nari McDiarmid with you at Future of Mining in Perth, and I'd like to welcome Peru's ambassador to Australia, Vitaliano Gallardo. Thank you so much for stopping for a chat. And may I ask, how do you believe Peru is well placed to play a role in the energy transition?
Good afternoon, Nari. This is a pleasure to be with you this afternoon and sharing this experience of Future in Mining for my second year in a row. Well, why is Peru well placed? First, I have to jump to geology. Peru count on 9 out of 17 critical minerals. We count on a very important legal framework that respect the property, the remittances. And in talking about remittances also, which is important, is the macroeconomic of Peru. We have more than 30 years of economic growth, and stability has been recognized worldwide that has allowed us to be recipient of investments. And other people has mentioned as an important element, not only geological strength, but also the importance of the labor skill. Peruvian professionals has chosen Australia as one of the most important destinations to gain knowledge of science, technology, and some of those elements characterize currently the mining sector that allow us to be also offering a sector which is with less carbon footprint than the decarbonization process is clearly achieved. We have also our own process of automatization. I can mention the Quellaveco, the Anglo-American last copper mine opening, that count on technology that allow us to have one of the mines operating still with automatic vehicles. And I think which is also at the same time very important element is that our local population and our communities are aware the importance of the mining sector. We graduate many thousands of engineers, and those are part of those elements that people considering in the criteria for choosing where to invest in the world.
So, what would be your main message to Australian mining companies considering Peru?
Well, that there is one element that characterizes Australia when you hear about the importance offering a place where it's not only with a nice infrastructure, good logistic. In the case of Peru, we have been adding also logistic. We have been adding also our appetite to count on Australia ESG standards. We reach many of the elements currently has been applying as part of the environmental care and the respect of the first and Aboriginal people in Australia, First Nation peoples here in Australia, the accessing of the women in the labor force and the communities locally. And those elements are going to enrich more and more the Peruvian practicing. We have also our movements of women in mining. We see the conscience of the local population and the First Nations peoples in Peru being part of the mining scenery. And some element that has been also importantly mentioned is the collaboration between mining and agriculture in the case of Peru. Not looking those elements as competitors, but as partners, because water is one of the key elements for the mining in the future, and how you manage that could serve for both purposes. Why we are requiring this level of new renewable energy and the electrification is coming joined with this transition. I've been hearing some elements from the Director General of the International Energy Agency, and they say more than the conviction, it's coming from the security issues. We have to rely more security sources. We have been looking during those days, and that is going to have a jump in the decision of our stakeholders in implementing a policy that could assure the access to energy in a more diversified way. And that is what we are expecting. And it's Australia in the forefront, and his presence in Peru is more than wish.
And Vitaliano, this is the second time you've been to Future of Mining in Perth. Why is this event important to attend?
Trends in the world has been impacted by different external moments, decisions, and events. And attending events like Future in Mining give you the flavor of what are the thoughts, what are the trends you have been working on in the next future, how you are now conscious that the artificial intelligence is part of your normal life as a professional in any corner of the mining activity, how you need to prepare yourself to adapt your work for a more remote working environment, how you have a more multicultural mining in every country that you want to work with, and at the same time, what the elements of stability make more resilient, but at the same time, more like-minded mining activity where the Australian and their partners could be working with. Last year, many countries has been called to negotiate memorandum of understanding on critical minerals. There has been a processing connecting South American countries among themselves, with the US, with Canada, with the European Union, likewise in Australia. And my thought is, why, if we are so like-minded with Australia, we have not doing a trans-Pacific exercise in assuring both sides of the Pacific security in the energy and also a very visible strength of renewable energy for the future.
Well, it is lovely to speak with you again. Thank you.
Thank you.